Right. So clipping mask, will start off with the the letter clipping mask. So just unlock the layers and then let me write something here. Okay. I'll just work with whatever written here, just the default one, okay? And then let's get a picture. I don't have a picture. Let me download the picture. All right, so I'll drag it in here. Resize it. Let's keep sorry, the image has to be on top. Okay, so let's clip that image to the text and then okay. I'm not being very much informative about this because we have already, I think I showed you in fundamentals, right? How you can do clipping mask, right? Also want to see the shape one. Oh, it's okay. It's basically the same thing, okay? For example, let me create a shape. And then let's get a image. The image has to be on top, and then go to layers and create clipping mask, and then you can adjust. So that is a very good thing you can use if you have to resize images like the one that I have shown you earlier. Okay, the birthday one that I have to create. So in that I have to put at least about 30 to 40 images and in a square. So I do not have to then crop each image. That's on clipping mask. Any questions on clipping mask? Right. So next is we have is layer mask. Okay, this is an interesting one. Okay, so just Akinisi, also if you could just go and download all these documents. Okay, so we'll be working on this document now, layer masking. So it is a zip file, you'll have to unzip it. Okay, so let's go to download, compress. Let me unzip. To desktop. Okay. Right. So you see, we have two images here. Okay, this one and this one, wearing pictures. And basically, this is the steps, okay, of what we have to do. So using mask, we have to create something like this. And so you have merged two pictures. All right. So let's open a picture in Photoshop. All right, and I'll just crop this to make it perfect. Okay, it has some white lines. And also the other image as well. All right. So I'll just drag this picture on this picture here. All right. Unlock this layer and maybe resize it. All right. And then we'll mask. So at the bottom, we have the options, okay? Add a layer mask, okay? This is the option under layers. This is what we will be using. So as soon as I click mask, you can see there is this blank canvas appears, okay? So that is where you will see which part we can paint over and which part we can repaint. What does that mean is, for this you'll have to create, select your paintbrush, okay? So let me just get this size, okay? And then I'll just make it a bit soft. Okay, so you can see the colors here we have is black and white. When the white one is on top, that is when we can kind of diffuse in mask. And then you can see here, as I'm painting this one, the colors here come up black. That means these are the part I am painting from, like kind of deleting or diffusing in here. If I, for instance, I do something, okay, and go like this, okay, and then I want to repaint. So I'll just switch the colors and then again I can repaint. Right? So let me zoom in. So you can just play around, maybe decrease your, make it more softer so that it kind of looks natural. Okay. It's better to use a softer brush so that your edges kind of diffuse in. And don't worry if you make a mistake, you can just click it again and paint it all over again. But now, so that is kind of, you have masked your picture on top of that. That is layer masking. You might have seen in those banners where 3 or 4 pictures are there and then they are like fused in together. So this is one of the techniques you can use to show that. All right. If you refer to these notes, I give you the step by step of how you can do that. All right. Any questions on this? You can use any 2 pictures you wish. Okay, now if we look at this picture, it looks like, okay, looks beautiful. So any questions on this?
Okay. No, sir.
Mhm. We can go to the next one. Right. Next is channels. Okay. So I want you to open this image. This one, girl with that hair. Right. Sorry about that. So advanced masking techniques. Okay, working with channels. So irregular hairs such as hair, furry animals make particularly difficult masking subjects. All of that fine hair details means making an accurate selection, which will be time consuming. Okay, the magic wand or even the pen tool are of no use to us here. So we will use the advanced techniques of channels, right? You might have seen, I think I did mention it when we're using the pen tool. Okay, if I want to say uh, cut this off, okay, if I use the magic wand tool, okay, delete, you can see I would not get that perfect those outlines of that hair, all those tiny strands that are there, right? So even with the pen tool, okay, it'll take you a lot of time, but still it will not be that perfect. Okay, so what we'll be using channels, right? Channels is just the tab beside layers. We'll be working with this, right? So the first step we have is working with to use the advanced techniques. We will get an image of a girl and try to mask it, right? Open the image you want to work with, and then open the channels palette as shown below. So now look at for the channel and the most contrast in this case, the blue channel. So we'll make a copy and press the copy of the blue channel and choose level adjustments from the adjustments palette and press Ctrl L, right? So what we are doing is we're working with the one with most contrast. Okay, so if you make one visible, if you see all three, then you get that full color. Okay, this is if you turn on green and blue, if all three, that what all these three colors make all the other colors. So we'll work with the blue one. So we'll right click and then we'll duplicate channel. Click OK. Just make this invisible. Okay. While this is selected, this layer is selected. Okay. Press Ctrl and L. It will show you the levels. So here we might have to adjust the layer, the levels, try to make this part a bit more darker so that we can see all these strands of hair. Not very dark, okay, but somewhere around that would do. All right, so here it says 2.0, so let's see, I'll just go to here, okay, and then click OK. Now the next step is now use dodge tool to target and highlight and burn tool to target the shadows of the edge of the hair. Choose a soft brush and take it around the edges of the hair until you get the image as below. So what we have to do is using the dots tool, okay, sorry, the burn tool, we'll have to highlight. Let's reduce the size. Here. Make all this bright so you can see. So you'll have to color her, make this whole image black. I'll just use the dots tool here to create the space. Right, once you have that, now, so click on Control plus I. So the hair is white and the background is black. Remember that in masking, white is opaque and black is transparent. So that is inverse. Okay, Control I means you're inversing. Whatever you have selected, it has gone to the opposite. What I had done was I had made this black. Okay, this was black and the background was white. So if I press Control I, the same thing had it's like the opposite had happened. All right. So now click on Control plus the blue copy action for selection. Okay, once the white portion is selected, go to the hair layer and click on mask as shown. So we'll have to select. Okay. So press Control and select the layer, the blue color layer. So you can see that has been selected. Now, once the white portion is selected, go to the hair layer and click on mask as shown. So let's go to the layers, click on this layer and press mask. You see what happened? The background got removed. So if I say have this image, and there. I know if you do it nicely, you'll get the better result. This is just done in quickly. Okay, you can still see some, but if you do it properly, if you take time, okay, you'll get a better result. But that is one of the way you can use using masking to get those hair details. All right. Any questions?
No, sir.
Make sure you try this one. Okay, this is really helpful. You might use it in many places when there is like, especially when you are like cropping people with the people who are not bold. Okay, their hair for them. Those spiky hairs, those long hairs. All right.